Good morning and welcome to Real Estate Radio with Kelly Warren and Associates, where we talk about real estate right here in the Mahoning Valley. I am Kelly Warren and I'm in the studio this morning with my co-host, Handsome Jim.
Good morning. I was wondering if you were going to do your Dan Rivers impression again.
Yeah, I don't know. I think once is enough for everybody.
I thought it was awesome.
Poor Dan. Okay, so it's August.
It is. You know, I was excited about this show, but then I forgot.
Then you forgot that you were excited. You forgot it was August.
I was going to say something.
What?
This month is going to be so crazy for us that I just forgot.
I do that like motherly happy dance back to school in 3 weeks.
Oh,
Yay!
Yeah.
Like, I'm counting down the days till the kids in the mess leave the house.
I know. Isn't it crazy? Like, when they're at school, the house stays cleaner. I don't know why.
It does, because they're not there for like 10 hours. It's a beautiful system that we have.
Yeah, but then at the end of the school year, you're like, enough is enough.
Always. Every May,
It's so
I cannot
funny.
wait for it to be over, and every August, I cannot wait for it to start. It is the perfect length of a vacation.
Okay. Interesting. Well,
Yes.
the vacations this year are going to change for some of our kids.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of a different thing going on in our world, because now we've got one graduated.
Yeah.
Our oldest, Joey, who's a senior, is not only doing his senior year at Canfield, but also college, what do they call that?
I have no idea.
College Credit Plus at YSU, so he has both of those schedules to juggle.
Yeah.
But I'm going to let him do that. That's not going to bother me.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. You did that in high school.
I did many
So that
moons
was funny
ago.
that-
Yes.
We were going to school and you were like, I'm gone for half the day.
Yeah.
We went down to YSU. So that was cool. That was fun.
Yeah, it was good times. Joey will enjoy it.
Yeah.
So do we do shout outs on our show? Can I do a shout out?
I mean, what?
We've
You're
not done this
changing-
before.
yeah,
I know,
This
but
is freaking me out.
I realize it's my dad's birthday, so happy
Oh.
birthday, Dad. There's a little shout out.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was nervous. I was like, where are
Right.
you going with the
Who am I
shout out?
shouting out?
Right.
Yeah.
Who do you know that I need to know?
I know it's my dad's birthday. I was excited to see that our show fell on this day. So
That's awesome.
Yeah, good times. Celebrate with a smoked brisket, do
Oh,
birthday stuff.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Now my mouth is watering. I'm ready.
Okay.
Good thing we're on a diet.
The diet's not going so well, folks. We've got to get back on that wagon next week.
What did last us? A week and a half?
2 weeks. We suck.
Yeah, we're not good at diets.
Okay. All right. So, are you ready? As I'm doing the back to school countdown in my world,
Yeah.
I thought that some of our clients and people getting ready to buy and sell real estate are doing the moving countdown. So
Oh, yeah.
that's where we're going today. We're going to talk about prepping for your move and a moving countdown as to what you should be doing, months and days and weeks prior to the move.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Yes, it is.
We're not going to fit all that into this show.
Why not?
And well, first of all, because I waste a lot of time
You got 25
going back
minutes
and forth.
left.
Yeah, but I waste a lot of time with like this chit chat and stuff. So
You do. You waste a lot of
I like
my
to
time
I like
all
to
the
bring
time.
T-Bone into the conversation.
Yes.
Like, hey T-Bone, how you doing today? See, he likes it.
I can't. All right, so pre-moving. So we've talked in the past about like the getting ready to buy, like getting your pre-approval and starting browsing at houses and starting to go to houses and things like that. But now we're going to talk about like, you're moving. So this is like that act of moving all of those contents and things that you own from the current box you live in to the new box you're moving to.
Shouldn't the first thing be to figure out where the new box is going to be?
No, I'm talking.
Or is it like where are you going to live?
No.
Oh.
I'm not talking about the where, and I'm not talking about the pre-approval today, and I'm not talking about the house hunting today. Today we're talking about packing and moving.
Oh,
So we're talking about your stuff.
oh, the stuff is a lot.
Right. So my very first thing that I tell everybody before
That's
they,
where all the work is.
this is the work side of it.
All right, go ahead. What
Okay.
do you tell everybody?
So my first thing that I tell people, even when I go list somebody's house, so if you're thinking about buying and selling and you're thinking, how much is my house worth? What do I need to do to get it ready? Give us a call. We'll give you a free market analysis. We'll come by, let you know what the house is worth, how long it should take to sell, what we do as far as marketing and advertising, all that stuff. So you can get a hold of us, as always, at 330-717-2689 or online at
KellySoldit.com.
That's kellysoldit.com. Okay, so you make that call, we come over, we tell you what your house is worth, and like 99% of the time, I tell people it is time to do your purge. Anything you do not want. give it away, throw it away, sell it. So you call me, I will come over, I will tell you that.
Yep.
So, because even if, if you're doing that downsize move, you've accumulated things in your home that you do not plan on taking with you.
Right.
Even if you're making an upsize move, there's stuff that you do not want that you've just been holding on to for years that you need to get rid of.
Yep.
So, first things first.
Like that old leather jacket I used to own from high school that I couldn't even button anymore because.
Did you get rid of that in our purge?
I did.
Okay, I'm proud of you. Did you get rid of your bowling ball in our purge?
No, I still have my bowling ball.
Like, I haven't seen you use it in 20 years.
I used it like a year ago.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Joey bowls, maybe he'll use it.
He won't.
I
He
know
has
he
his own
won't.
ball with his own holes. He's not going to use your
I know.
20-year-old ball. So anyway, things like that. Look in your closet, find your old bowling ball and your old high school jacket. It is time to let them go, folks. And this is something that you can do long before you're ready to move. So that is one of your, I said, we got
It's like spring cleaning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your purge.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, so that's something that you can do early on. If you're going to move in a year, in 2 years, in 6 months, in 90 days, start your purge.
Yeah.
So with the give it away, throw it away, sell it, those are your options. Garage sale, donation places, estate sales. You can put stuff on Facebook or Craigslist or any of those kind of places. What's that app that they keep, that Let Go thing? I see commercials for that.
Yeah.
I've not tried that. I'm not recommending it. I'm just saying I've seen it.
Buy, sell, trade and stuff
Yes,
like that.
the buy, sell,
Like,
trades
there's
on
all kinds of
Facebook. Right. So start anything you're not taking with you. What are you going to do with it? Figure that out. That's first step. Once you're actually getting closer in and you're like, okay, so now these are the things that I am taking, and now it's time to really start this countdown. Get your supplies. You remember how hard it was to gather boxes?
Yes.
So we ended up going
It's
to
not
Home Depot
like
and
it-
buying some boxes.
It's not like it used to be. Like
But I hate to spend money on something like that I'm gonna like pack up and throw in the trash.
Yeah.
So
or it's gonna get bent or broken or beat up. Yeah.
right, you can find boxes at different.
It's not like you used to be able to. That's
Why
the
not?
tough part. That's why we had to buy boxes, is because grocery stores don't hold on to that stuff anymore.
No, but they break them down. If you go on the right days of the week, you can get them like broken down and then you just tape them back together.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
So
know.
start figuring out where you're going to get your boxes from. Maybe you work in a place that has like lots and lots of paper supplies and you're going to get the boxes from there. Ask your friends and your family members because maybe some of them do. So that's a good idea too. Ask around people who have recently moved. Maybe they'll share their boxes that they're done with you. I think we passed around our boxes after we moved.
Yeah.
Like, so-and-so's moving, and we just kept passing around boxes. So
Exactly.
that's an option. So start getting your supplies, not just boxes, but you're packing papers and things like that as well. Sharpie markers, your supply tape.
See, that's one you don't think of is the Sharpie. You got to write on the box whose it is and what it is.
Right.
That's
and then
funny.
think about the items that you can pack up early.
Wait, can I get a label maker?
You could.
Yeah. Then I
I'm
can
sure
just label
somebody
like this
out
is
there-
T-Bone's box.
Somebody out there in real estate world who's listening to this radio is thinking, I am organized. They probably already own the label maker. And it's
Right.
not something they're going to purge, they're going to take it.
Exactly.
So before you
'Cause
pack
they're
it,
brilliant.
use it, label your boxes. Jim is not one of said people.
No, I'm not.
So
fun.
what are some areas in your home that you think that you can start packing now that you don't use every day and have those boxes packed and labeled prior to moving?
My toothbrush.
Well, this is fantastic news. Thank you.
You don't need that every day, like once a week, right? So
I can't with you. I was thinking more like, a bookshelf.
Oh, that's smart.
Right. So
Knickknacks, stuff like that.
the
Pictures.
books, the pictures, if you're not using them every day, those can start coming down. Wrap them up, fold them up. Get rid of the ones that you don't want.
So,
Get them in your box, label it bookshelf, label it den or basement or bedroom or wherever it's going. And that can just sit in a corner of your home, in your garage or your basement or whatever until you're ready to make your move. So lots of areas like that.
that's smart.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Think about those high up
Winter
cupboards in
clothes.
your kitchen. Yes, I was going to go there. Off season
okay,
clothing.
sorry.
Yes.
I
No,
jumped
perfect. Perfect. Go ahead. What else you got over there, Big Jim?
Every once in a while I get a good one.
Right.
So, yeah, so I probably won't need my winter clothes for another month and a half. So,
Yeah.
that one. In a month and a half, I could pack my summer clothes and just wear my winter clothes.
Right. So depending on when you're moving your off-season items, you can start getting those packed
Unless
up
it's
if
like
you're going to have that time.
80 degrees in January.
Well, you know,
how
I mean,
hot
we're in
weather is.
Ohio, so August, September, October, November, you don't know what you're wearing.
So wait till January.
In January, you can pack away your summer clothes, and then you can move those. Clean out your closets, the things that you haven't worn in the past, getting rid of them, or if those are things that, oh, did you hear that?
Yeah, you hit the mic.
If
Calm
those
down.
are things that I'm talking with my
your
hands, right? We've got hand motions going on.
Forget
Clean out your
about
closets. I'm gonna sit on my hands now. So, anything in there that you don't wear regularly that you plan on keeping, you can go ahead and pack that stuff up.
Yeah, so like, again, my Letterman jacket from high school, you know, stuff like that.
You were not a Letterman.
Oh, come on, no one knows that.
You don't have one of those jackets.
At least I'm pretty.
You are. All right, so what about your like office space, desk space, those kind of spaces at home?
Well, it depends of how.
You know, the dining room
yeah.
drawer, that was your space.
The dining room drawer, just throw that thing away.
Well, you know what? The people with the best of intentions in the world, and these are the suggestions that I'm giving you folks, is now,
Clean out your
prior
junk
to
drawer.
moving, go through those drawers and those cupboards and those files, and you know, the things that are 20 years old that you don't need, you can start shredding and burning and throwing away those sensitive documents. The things that you do need, that you need to hold on to, maybe get a little bit of organization to them, you can start making a box that you're packing of those. Because what happens is when you get into that last minute move and you're like, oh, I haven't packed that yet because I don't know what some of that is, and I know some of it's important and I know I need to keep it, we ended up like just dumping the entire drawer into the box, and then this random box that was so important, like, never gets unpacked properly either, because you're like, I don't know what to do with it other than dump it into
I don't
a
want
new
to
drawer.
put it in the new house.
Right.
Well, in my junk drawer, I had a lot of different things. I had like flash drives and hard drives and
Batteries
stuff like
and
that.
yeah.
Not the batteries. I didn't need the batteries. They might be in
No,
there.
they literally got dumped into the box.
Did
That is
they?
how we packed.
Dang
so.
it! I need you to stay away from my drawer.
Okay.
No, but like some of that stuff, it is important, you know. So
Okay.
I don't know. Pictures, like old pictures of the kids when they were born. Like everything's digital now, so we won't have any pictures of Matt being born, because if a hard drive disappears, the existence of Matt is gone.
Well, these hard drive things are actually another tip on here. So something else that you can be doing pre-move while you're thinking about this is digitize the things that you have, your CDs and your DVDs and other space-hogging files, to bring them to a more current type of, yes,
Yeah.
what is a more current thing than that, Jim?
Well, now you can
Put
get
them right in your
cloud-based
cloud,
everything,
yeah,
right.
and then you have them just hanging out in cyberspace.
Right.
Right.
We have a cloud.
Okay,
We have a cloud of
fantastic.
stuff. I don't know how to get into it. But
Because we have all of our
I
videos
can't-
of our kids are those small little VHS things that you can't
Yeah.
play anymore.
see,
So that would have been a good thing to do before we move.
we should ship those off to get made digital,
Yes, we should.
or somewhat try and
It's a
be
great chore for us one day.
techy. Yeah, so it's never gonna happen.
Okay.
At least we know we have those tapes sitting in the drawer.
Other things that you can get ready and start doing is to update your address when you know when it is on all of your bills and your credit cards and at the post office and all of those places. That's
That-
one chore that you sometimes forget
you
about.
know what I did?
What'd you do?
I just started going digital with everything.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
so you could get rid of the junk mail and the paperwork and that kind of stuff
Yeah.
that way too, is good, sign up for your e-papers.
Yeah, that's what I started doing. It's just so much easier. The only ones that give me a hard time are like the ones that you're on, because then it's like if it goes to you, then I don't see it to pay it. So it just, you know, that's how our system is. So that's what tricks me up a little bit. That's why some of them don't. But the ones that I can, I do all digital. So
Okay. Storage spaces, your attics, your basements, your
Ooh, like a
garages.
pod?
No,
Oh.
your storage spaces that you
My
currently
storage
have
spaces.
that have all your stuff in it.
I totally want a pod just to hang out in one.
Really?
I think they're neat. I'm sorry.
So I'm talking about, all right, let's get into this both directions. So Kelly's suggestion is go through your attic, pull out your old Halloween costumes, pull out your old high school yearbooks, that kind of stuff. Pack what you're keeping, get rid of what you're not keeping, label what you're keeping, get it into your moving ready area. So you can do those attics, sheds, garages, basements, those type of spaces, and have them ready to move. And then you've got another clean space that can become a loading area for your new boxes as you're packing things.
Right.
Jim is saying if you're going to be showing your house and
hold
it's
on.
overly full.
We need a disclaimer with when Jim is saying, Kelly's a lot smarter than me, so you all know that.
No, I like where you were going with this. So you rent one of those pod type things, you throw it on the driveway, you got all these boxes that I just told you to pack, so you got rid of your stuff that you don't want. The stuff that you do want, you've now got into labeled boxes. These are not the things that you're living with every day yet. You put those boxes into the pod thing, you have somebody haul it away and put it somewhere else. So now if your home is for sale and if you've got to sell before you can buy, you've got clean open spaces that look good and people can look at, and the home inspectors can crawl through the attic and the basement, and you know the house is going to present better to those buyers without all your extra stuff and clutter there. Good thought, Jim.
That makes sense. But then that costs money, so you got to go.
It does.
One way
you
or
know
the
what?
other.
Another thing that you could do without the funness of
A
the
pod.
pod that Jim wants to climb into is I suggest usually call a relative if you've got siblings or parents nearby or something. Ask if
Yeah,
you
your
can
mom
borrow.
loves it when we do that.
Yes, borrow half of their garage or half of their basement and say, I'm moving. I've got these boxes. Can I take them to your house so that they're out of my house so that my house shows better? So
Smart.
that is my thought on that. All right, if you're listening, we are reading some steps to a moving countdown, if you will. We have a calendar available, so if you are thinking about moving and you want these things that we're talking about, because this is such a delightful conversation that you're like, where do I get this information?
They're
All you
brilliant.
have to do is call us or text us, 330-717-2689, or online at kellysoldit.com.
kellysoldit.com.
And ask for our moving countdown calendar, and I'll send this over to you. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Real Estate Radio with Kelly Warren and Associates. We are talking about your moving countdown, getting ready to move, and the things that you need to do the move. I
It's
said
so exciting.
Yes,
Oh, you said doo-doo.
I did.
Yes.
Yes.
It's awesome.
What do you mean it's so exciting? This is exciting stuff, folks. You are moving.
It is. So the prospect of moving and getting a new home, or
How fun is that?
selling your old home so that you could go do something else, like that's great. But now it's work. That's a lot of work.
Jim does not like work.
I'm very pretty. I'm too pretty for too much hard work.
All
Well, I
right.
don't mind hard work. It's physical labor.
So one very important thing that you need to do in this moving countdown is you need to find somewhere to move to,
Yes.
which brings up my home picks of the week.
Oh.
You like how I put that in there?
Oh,
like
you're so
right
clever.
into the segment?
You're so
I'm gonna
clever.
go first because I have a little bonus one. So first,
Wait,
brand new listing.
How'd you
What?
get a bonus one?
See, I'm great like that. I
Yeah.
got clients, I gotta take care of people, I got nice properties, I wanna talk about them all.
Okay, let's go.
I don't wanna bore people, so I'm gonna talk about two, and Jim's gonna talk about one, and these are lovely properties that you wanna buy. We've got a brand new listing in Cortland, 357 Deer Creek Trail in Cortland, less than a week old, already having activity. This is listed at $259,000. It is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath. And these bathrooms are updated and beautiful. Like, Jim, you have to go on there and look at them because I want bathrooms like this. They are like the Italian tile, the porcelain sinks,
I like
the
that
spa
color. I
tub.
like the Italian style
I am
and
into
like
this.
stone and marble and
It's
stuff like that.
beautiful.
That's cool.
Yes, high-end, beautiful, beautiful bathrooms.
Awesome.
There is also in this home, the backyard is like a park.
It has a backyard?
It does.
Go
So
ahead, I'm sorry. I'm such a jerk.
formal living room, French doors, could be an office, formal dining room, big kitchen, center island, appliance stay, you know the drill.
Nice.
First floor laundry, half bath,
It's a must
big
see.
family room, right. Sliding glass doors from the kitchen to this backyard that has a deck, a patio, a hot tub. Jim,
Ooh.
I want a hot tub.
Oh my goodness.
It has fenced in privacy yard, big beautiful trees, shed. Their plantings and their yard is gorgeous. You know, we've got weeds growing in our yard.
Right,
They have
right.
real plants growing in their yard. You have to see
That's
it.
awesome.
So I love it. Huge basement, 4 bedrooms all on the second floor, 2-car garage. It's on a cul-de-sac on a dead end, so great for
Cul-de-sacs are
riding
nice,
bikes and
yeah.
kids and all that kind of stuff. Wonderful neighborhood. That again is 357 Deer Creek Trail in Cortland, new on the market. You've got to see it. Check it out at kellysoldit.com.
kellysoldit.com.
What do you have for us today?
All right, so mine's just as exciting because that was exciting.
Tell us more.
So this one is on Summit Drive in Canfield. Do you know where Summit is?
I sure do.
Well, of course you do, but does everybody else?
Why don't you tell them where
Well,
it is?
Summit Drive is right off of 224, and its backyard is up against Westford,
Yes.
which is against the
So talk
Kensington
about
Golf
something
Club.
that's going to hold your property values
Yeah,
up. That
that's
is
beautiful.
it. And that is wonderful, easy access to the freeways and turnpikes. So if you work in
Yes.
Cleveland or Pittsburgh or Akron or somewhere and you live in Canfield, this is a place to be.
Yeah, because you're boom, boom, and that area is really blown up lately. So you don't really have to go far for anything anymore.
True.
So that's very nice. So this is 3 bedrooms, 3 baths. It has a lot of square footage, 1,972 square foot on the main floor. And then, is this a finished basement?
It is.
That's what I thought. With over 1,200 square feet of finished basement, it's giving you a total of 3,200 square feet. That is ridiculous.
Yes. Canfield Schools, 3,000 square feet livable.
Yep. Now, ask me what the price is, Ken.
How much can I get into Canfield Schools in 3,000 square feet, Jim?
This is only $227.
We should buy it.
I can't with you. You always want to buy everything.
I do.
So this has a pool.
You know what? I would be a house hoarder. I would like collect them all. I want all the houses.
Hold all the houses.
This is a good one. This is a good
You
one.
can't fit them in your house
I
to
know, it
hoard
doesn't
them.
make
What are you going to
sense,
do with
but
them?
I like them all so much.
I know.
Okay.
It is nice. I mean, that's one of the blessings of our lives is we get to see all this really cool stuff. And
Yeah, it's a fun job.
Yeah.
Right. Nothing boring about looking at houses.
No. Well, what I love about it is like the different architecture and stuff like that where it gets really neat. There's some houses where like they're all the same, and there's some houses where they're so uniquely different that I think is really cool. So
Well, even this one that you're talking about is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-story colonial, so it's a pretty normal floor plan.
Right.
But it has that big family room addition with the vaulted ceilings, and so even with it being a usual floor plan, it's got its own uniquenesses, you know?
yeah, and that's what I like about houses. Like my brother owns a house that has an addition on like that, and
Yes.
that is completely different from every house in the neighborhood, and I think that's really neat that he
Right.
has that. So, but this house has a pool, a 2-car attached garage, a 2-car detached garage, or / shed building, whatever you want
Yeah,
to call it.
pool building, you could use that for entertaining and stuff out there.
Deck, huge family room, which you already touched base with, and the finished basement. So, this is a nice house.
It is. So that's at 6705 Summit Drive in Canfield.
Yep.
And if you want to see it, give us a call or a text at 330-717-2689. We will schedule a showing for you, or you can find it online.
At kellysoldit.com.
Okay, so real quick, little bonus one I'm going to throw in here. We listed a piece of property on Heck Road in Columbiana,
Oh,
and
nice.
so it's got a house on it and it's got a garage on
What
it,
the
but
heck?
what I really want to tell you about is the 10 acres, because what I'm seeing out there is not much land available and people want it. So there was a nice chunk of
Yes.
property directly across the street recently purchased that they are using for light industrial commercial. So although this does have, you know, an older home on it right now, knock that sucker down and use this 10 acres. It backs right up against Shaker Woods. It's on Heck Road, 1 minute off of Route 7.
Awesome.
It is 2 houses away from what is currently zoned industrial commercial. This is zoned residential, but it'd be very easy to get that variance and use this land for the same purposes.
If you need
So,
to. Yeah.
thinking outside the box here, if anybody's interested in that type of property, we've got those too. We do all sorts of real estate, not just residential. So if you've got questions on land or commercial or anything else, you want to give us a call or a text at 330-717-2689. And that 10 acres on Heck Road is listed at $350, and you can find it online at.
kellysoldit.com.
Jim held his breath
You
for
let
me
me
to
down.
say that whole sentence.
You let me down on that one, Cal.
All right, so if you're moving into one of these lovely houses,
Yes.
and you've already packed up your garage and your bookshelf,
Okay.
now what?
That's it. That's all I need.
Folks, this is literally how my life goes, right? Jim's on board for a minute and a half. He'll pack 1 box and then he'll be like, I quit. And then I have to. So hear me out, folks. I believe that marriages work like this Does everybody feel like one spouse is doing 90% of the stuff?
But I'm pretty.
You are so pretty.
That's all that matters.
Okay.
Look,
So-
even T-Bone knows how this goes.
All right, so if I'm talking to you, if you are listening and you are the spouse doing the work, when I was talking about supplies earlier, I forgot to tell you to get a dolly. You need a dolly. You got to move these boxes.
Yeah, dollies do help with moving boxes.
They do.
If you're going to be moving appliances, get an appliance dolly.
Ooh, appliance dolly.
Yeah, they're
I'm gonna put
different
that
than
on
a
my
regular
list.
dolly. Yeah.
Okay. One other thing that you can start your purge with, which I don't think about this because this is something that you do in our world. I touch nothing electronic, but on my list here I have get rid of your old electronic stuff, those computers and hard drives and old phones and things like that. Do you really want to carry those old things
See,
into your new house?
That's the thing though. If I have an old hard drive, it has information on it that I need. So that's the tricky part. I can take the hard drive out of the computer and save it and access
Why
it.
do you hoard these things?
Because it's got
You
like,
do. You hoard these things.
Well,
We still
because-
have boxes that we haven't unpacked that are
Listen,
full of these random things.
we have like 2009 tax returns on some of those. I don't know.
Okay.
I could smash it with a hammer. That would be
Okay.
fun.
I don't think that I need my 2009s anymore.
Okay.
I think I only need to save
I would
like
have to
3 or
be
7
able to
years
turn
or
on
something.
the hard drive to find out what's on it, to see what's on
Right.
there. So,
Okay, so if you're not a hoarder like Jim,
there's pictures.
all right, let's talk about if you've got kids. So if you've got kids, you've got toys. And if you've got toys, 2 things that you can do with them is you're getting ready to move. You can get rid of the ones that you don't want. I know your kids aren't using them all because my kids are not using them all.
All the ones that make noise, I get rid of.
So do that part of the purge with the give it away, throw it away, donate it. There's a lot of great places that will take your clean, gently used toys. Or the ones that your kids kind of use, but not every day, pack those suckers up, label the box, put them with your storage, because when you unpack in the new house, it is like Christmas morning. They're like so happy to find some old toy.
I have this toy that I had once.
Right, it is a delightful surprise for them. So just keep out a few things for your last couple weeks in your current house, pack up the other stuff. The kids will love rediscovering it in a few weeks or months when you're in the new place.
That's funny.
Kitchens. Ooh, that was one of the hardest things for me to pack.
Well, that's one that you use every day.
Well, so start with your high up places, your high cabinets over top of your refrigerator, things like that. Like the juicer that we used every day for a week 5 years ago and haven't touched again. The bread maker, the panini maker, the immersion blender, the things that we do not
What's an immersion
really.
blender?
We have one. You've never used it. You make like smoothies out of it.
Okay.
Okay, so
I
all
don't
that
know
kind
what
of
it
stuff.
is.
Start putting like your I have high hopes for my kitchen one day box.
I was
Label
thinking,
it
like-
just like that.
I was thinking like the, the tray that you put the turkey on. Or
Oh,
serving
yeah,
platter.
yes,
Yeah.
those kind of things. So start making
Cool.
your boxes for that stuff. You're gonna live off of paper plates your last couple weeks. So get rid of that stuff, pare your kitchen down so that you're using
buy some
1 or 2
paper
cabinets
plates.
of like your paper products and your last couple of grocery items. Use up everything in your pantry before you move.
Yeah.
Do all that good stuff. And then a great tip for towards the end is get your first night boxes together. What do you need at the new house? Very easily have your cleaning supplies ready.
My toothbrush.
Yeah.
Because it's been packed away for 2 months now.
Have your first night of a change of clothes and your shower stuff and your toothbrush and your things that you use every day, hopefully, Jim.
Okay.
Have those handy and accessible, light bulbs and cleaning supplies
that's
and toilet
smart.
paper and things like that you're going to need when you get into the new house. So you want to have those kind of handy things together. Label each box and have a game plan for when you get into the new house. And then get your helpers together. And my last best tip for you is call us and get on the schedule for the moving truck, because we've already got that sucker lended out and we want you to be able to use it to move for free. It will hold all of your boxes, your mattresses, your refrigerators, everything. So you can call us and get on that list at 330-717-2689. That's all we have for you today, friends. So
Goodbye.
if you're thinking about moving, we'd love to help you out with that. Visit us online at kellysoldit.com and we will talk to you again next Sunday.